The release of the Epstein files. More on that in a moment, but first, David Spunt with the latest on the new details in the investigation. David, hello and good morning.
Hi, Bill. Good morning to you. There is an active probe taking place out of the U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan, where federal prosecutors there are looking at the Epstein files and ties, but not to President Trump, instead to former President Bill Clinton, former Treasury Secretary Larry Summers, and others. Now, the Justice Department, under Attorney General Pam Bondi, is now back in the business of looking into the Epstein file story. I say back in the business because just in July, this DOJ couldn't get away from the story fast enough, putting out a memo on July 6th reading, quote, "To that end, while we have labored to provide the public with maximum information regarding Epstein and ensured examination of any evidence in the government's possession, it is the determination of the Justice Department and of the FBI that no further disclosure would be appropriate or warranted."
All right, let's break this down. Fox News just revealed a new movement inside the DOJ about the Epstein files, and the political reaction is already heating up. Trump is now pushing House Republicans to release everything, and the analysis here lays out what that exactly means and who might get it once the emails start coming out. Let's take a closer look.
Well, that's until President Trump asked Attorney General Pam Bondi to investigate Summers and Clinton's alleged ties to Epstein. That's when many of the president's supporters, though, back in July, became enraged, fully believing there was more to the story, laying blame directly on FBI Director Patel and Attorney General Bondi. Former President Clinton's deputy chief of staff posting over the weekend, "These emails prove Bill Clinton did nothing and knew nothing. The rest is noise meant to distract from election losses, backfiring shutdowns." Senator Adam Schiff. And we reported late last week that the president's housing director, Bill Pulte, referred Democrat Congressman Eric Swalwell to the Justice Department over allegations of potential mortgage fraud. Bill.
Okay, a lot to keep track of, and you will. Thank you, David, for that. David Spunt, Washington. Dana?
And more on this with Fox News contributor Hugh Hewitt. Let me just read to you from Trump's Truth Social post on Epstein. House Republicans should vote to release the Epstein files because we have nothing to hide, and it's time to move on from this Democrat hoax perpetrated by radical left lunatics in order to deflect from the great success of the Republican Party.
Now, I want to pause right here for a second because this shift from offense to release is everything is interesting. Whether you agree or disagree, Trump, this is one of these moments where the political strategy flips completely from fighting the narrative to welcoming full transparency. As you'll see in a second, the analysis believes this might actually help him more than hurt him.
I think this falls into the category of what I used to call you need to be for what's going to happen. This vote was going to happen, and it looked like he was going to lose 40 Republicans, so now he's for it.
It is better, good morning, Dana. It is better to be playing offense than defense. It is better to declare, finally, I don't care, put everything out that you can put out. Now, you can't put out grand jury material. There are reasons for that. But the president is showing he's not afraid of it. And given everything that was leaked over the last 2 weeks and nothing laid a glove on him, I think he's doing the right thing by saying, be in favor of what's going to happen, as you noted, and just say, I don't care. So I think the president made a good choice here.
Hugh, game this out then. If the House goes forward, at what point would the American public be able to see all these emails?
I think the moment that the House spreads them around the House, they'll begin to leak. And when they begin to leak, we'll begin to see more emails with a lot of people who will suffer unfair association with Jeffrey Epstein.
Here's the part a lot of people don't think about. When these files come out, and they will leak the second Congress circulates them, a lot of innocent names are going to get dragged into this. That's the danger of a massive document dump. Guilty people get exposed, sure, but the people that had nothing to do with anything get thrown right into the same storm. This is where the political fallout becomes unpredictable.
Because they didn't know that he was a pedophile and a creep and a criminal, hurt or help their friends or foes, respectively.
Yeah, I wonder if there'd be redactions. Remember what the president said a while ago? He said there are a lot of innocent people going to be caught up in this.
Yeah.
Just by implication,
that's why grand jury.
Guilty.
Yeah, grand jury stuff is never let go. In fact, full field background investigations that the FBI does before they are sent up to the Senate for confirmation. You never turn those loose because people say crazy stuff all the time. They have vendettas. They make stuff up. And we're going to get a lot of that, and a lot of people are going to get dirty as a response. But as a result, the president said, I've had it. I've got nothing to do with this guy. Let the chips fall.
Okay, on another topic, Hugh, since the 2025 election just a couple of weeks ago, a lot of things are now in motion for 2026.
If you're new here and you want more breakdowns that stay calm and cut through the noise, make sure you subscribe. I keep following this story because once these files start leaking, the reaction across both parties is going to get loud fast. Stay tuned.